Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. It's Dave and we are talking about the brand new Squier 40th anniversary edition range that they've just brought out for the second time this year. Let's talk about it. Yes folks, Squier's in just a second, but hit that subscribe button for me if you could, and that like button. Those are the coolest things you can do for a YouTuber. Just hit the subscribe, hit the like, please, and thank you. And now, here's this free content for doing that. Now, Squier, of course, released a 40th anniversary edition range earlier this year, and they were beautiful. Some absolutely stunning guitars, Telecasters, Strats, and all sorts of things looked absolutely beautiful. I still have dreams about the Telecaster in Sherwood Green with the gold pickguard. Oh, it's heavenly. It's so good. I'm going to have to pick it up, I think, at some point. But here we are, we're back with the second anniversary range. And I really appreciate Squier putting out 2 anniversary ranges for my 40th birthday. Super kind of them. It might have something to do with their own anniversary, I don't know, but I'm just saying. We're the same age, me and Squier. These ones they're calling aged, vintage aged, and here's why. They have aged chrome hardware. Apparently that's all it takes to be an aged guitar. Anyway, the bodies have a satin finish, which I presume will feel less, obviously it'll feel less like a brand new guitar. And then of course you have the necks, which are satin as well, satin finish on them, which is going to feel great. They do a good job with their satin necks, Fender and Squier. So pretty good stuff there. Now, the aged chrome hardware, that's what they're putting on this. And I just wonder, at sub 500 euros, are they really aging it too well? Or are they just taking out a couple of boxes of chrome hardware, leaving them outside in the weather for a couple of months, and then slapping them on guitars? I don't know. Maybe, we'll see. But these still come in some pretty interesting color choices. And I think that's something Squier have been doing fantastically well over the last few years, is making guitars that just look stunning. Their color choices have been fantastic, and if you take a look at what we've got here, so you have a vintage blonde. There's nothing wrong with that whatsoever. It looks absolutely fantastic. Some kind of traditional vibes from it, despite the anodized pickguard. Then you have the mocha, which is not my cup of tea or coffee. And then you have the Dakota red, which, chef's kiss, that is a beautiful guitar right there. The red with the black anodized pickguard just looks super cool. These are all double bound and of course has that little bit of classiness to it. But I think these all look great. And as I said, $4.99 is what they're going to come in at price-wise when they're available in just a week or two. Exactly how aged the chrome hardware is, I don't know, because I can't really see it in the photographs, to be honest. But maybe they're just not as bright as brand new ones. So we'll see as, again, when those come into stores. Now, guys, before we get into it too much with these guitars, because we got to talk about the Jazzmaster and the Strats as well, I just want to say thanks to our sponsor for today's video, guitartricks.com. Yes, you can see the thing. It's here, guitartricks.com. Very cool website. If you are a beginner guitarist or if you're an experienced guitarist, they have something for you. Whether you're looking for chord charts or maybe some backing tracks, some very cool backing tracks on the site there that you can have access to. There's also fretboard trainers, tuners, all kinds of things. And all you got to do is click the link in the description below there. You get a 14-day free trial to check out these things and, you know, become addicted to those backing tracks. They're very good. You will enjoy them. 14-day free trial. You're supporting the channel if you click that link. Just check it out, guitartricks.com. You can also learn songs on there. Zeppelin, AC/DC, Thin Lizzy, the Beatles, the Stones, who else? Guns N' Roses, everybody. You want to learn Creed? You've got some Creed songs. I don't know why you would learn some Creed songs, but there you go. You can learn Creed songs. It's all good. Nothing wrong with Creed. Just kidding. Guitartricks.com. Thanks so much for sponsoring today's video. Now, it does bring up an interesting idea. Are Squier going to soon bring out a relic'd guitar? Is this their first foray into it with the aged hardware? It could be, you know, because not everybody wants to pay Murphy Lab money for a relic'd guitar or an aged guitar. And that appears to be something that Fender are looking at. Because, of course, they had the Ventura series come out with the Road Worn series in the Ventura range, which is made in Mexico, of course, for around about just over €1,000. So it would be really interesting to see what would happen if they brought out and a relic'd / aged range with Squier. I think people would dig it, and people like myself who are not super sold on the aged thing right now, or the relic thing, would be more inclined to pick them up, I think, if they were in this kind of Squier price range. But we're not done with the guitars yet. Here is a look at the Jazzmasters. These just come in 2 colors, which is an interesting choice. So you got the ever classic seafoam green, and it comes with the very nice gold anodized pickguard. I think if you're picking up a Jazzmaster, this one looks like a cool one to me. And then if you like beige, you can go with the desert sand, or beige, as I like to call it, but guitar with the gold pickguard. There's nothing wrong with this at all either. It looks pretty cool. So we're into Jazzmasters. Those are your 2 options. They look pretty cool. I think they're costing a little bit more, but not a whole lot. I mean, you're not going to pay 100 more, like $20 or $30 euros more. And of course, Strats. People like Strats. You probably are a Strat fan yourself, and if you're not, you know someone who is. So they've got 3 colors of Strats. They've got 2 nice colors and 1 stupid looking idiotic one. It is the 2 color burst, which they're calling a wide burst, which looks like somebody was given a paint gun on their first day and told, hey, do a burst. I don't know why they went with this one, but there you go. They put a wide burst on it. And you got the seafoam green, again, with the gold anodized pickguard, and another gold anodized pickguard goes really well with the sonic blue of this one right here. Very cool stuff. It's a Strat. It's got the 40th anniversary plaque on the back. They all have that as well. And as I said, everything that's in chrome on this guitar is aged. So it gives it that extra little touch on the finish. The gold versions, so the first anniversary range they did early on in the year, they were all gold. All of the like the plaques on the back and the bridges and all that sort of stuff, they were all gold. So this is a very different kind of range, and if you wanted to pick up 1 or 2 from each range, it's still not going to be as much as it would cost you to buy an entry-level Gibson. So it's a pretty good deal, to be quite honest with you. So this is an interesting thing from Squier and from Fender, I suppose, because they own Squier. Are we going to see more aged or relic'd guitars coming down to this price range? I hope so, because I know there's a lot of people who like them. And even if it's not my thing, I think people will dig them a lot. My only experience really with a satin aged finish of a lower price point was with the Jared James Nichols Gold Glory. Now, I didn't particularly like the finish on that. That may have been down to poor finishing, and you know the binding and everything wasn't scraped well at all, and maybe it was just like a Friday afternoon guitar and it wasn't finished properly. I'm not 100% sure. I definitely want to check these out though and see what they are like in person. I'd love to know what you guys think of these guitars from Squier, and the fact that they've done a second 40th anniversary range. It's a new thing for me to do 2 celebration ranges, but there you go. And let's just point out, if you want a Squier guitar but you do not want to pay for it, well, 3-Chord Dave has got you covered. I'm giving away a Squier Contemporary Telecaster, genuinely one of the best Squiers that's come out in the last 5 years. And all you got to do to win it is to be at 3-Chord Dave Live on August 6th. Now, you do have to be a subscriber to the channel to win the guitar, and we're going to be doing a bit of a quiz. Whoever answers the most questions in the quickest time gets the guitar. Doesn't matter where you are in the world, you will get it. No answering people in the comments saying you won a guitar. That's all nonsense. You haven't. You can only win the guitar on 3-Chord Dave Live on August 6th. So folks, that's today's video. Thank you so much to guitartricks.com for sponsoring us. Don't forget to hit that like and that subscribe button too. I'll be back with another guitar related video very soon. And until then, take care.